As soon as we came out of testimony, we began work on crafting response options.
Secretary Austin, I don't believe you. I believe that your office specifically withheld notification of this deadly strike against Americans.
Right, and they never informed Congress. And we're talking about this hits on our bases in Syria. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin grilled on Capitol Hill over disclosure of targeted attacks on U.S. bases in Syria by Iranian proxies. Those attacks landed the same day. Senators voted down an amendment that would make the Biden administration prove Iran isn't funding these groups. Here to react, Senator Tom Cotton. Senator, what made you think for sure you didn't believe him? Why were you so certain?
Unfortunately, I know how politicized senior ranks of the Department of Defense have come under Joe Biden. Look, the timeline speaks for itself. Iran killed an American, wounded several Americans early Thursday morning Eastern time. The Department of Defense has a large legislative affairs operation. They're obviously tracking votes on the Senate floor that are directly related to these kind of attacks. Sometimes exactly this attack, Iran and its proxies against American positions. Yet we were not notified of this attack that killed and wounded Americans until 13 hours later. You cannot convince me under any circumstances that that wasn't a calculated effort to keep Congress in the dark while we were voting on measures related to exactly this kind of attack. Now, that's bad, but what's really bad is what they revealed about the failure to deter Iran from these attacks. 83 times since Joe Biden has taken office, Iran or its proxies has attacked American positions in the region, and we've only hit back 4 times.
And you don't think that, and I'm sure you do, it's all related to the weakness in Iran. It's all the way to the weakness not arming Ukraine. It's all related to when you get hit 83 times. By the way, they hit us, we hit them, and then they hit us twice, and we've done nothing. That is unbelievable and unfair to the 900 sitting there as sitting targets with, by the way, spotty radar in Syria. The other thing that came to light yesterday is this China balloon and the incompetence that was taking place while it flew over our country. Listen to what General Van der Herk said at the hearing to you guys about his communication, or lack thereof, with Secretary of Defense Austin.
The intel community made me aware on the 27th.
Did you ever speak with Secretary Austin about this balloon?
I spoke with Secretary Austin on the 1st of February.
Wait a second. So this went days without the Secretary of Defense communicating about a Chinese spy balloon in our country?
Yeah, Brian, both General Van Herk and Secretary Austin have stated that they were aware of this balloon by January 27th. General Van Herk said he didn't communicate directly with the Secretary until February 1. He also, in that hearing last week, acknowledged that he had 4 aircraft in the air over the Aleutian Islands armed and ready to take down that Chinese spy balloon, yet he did not get the order to do so. This is very similar to what you see in the Middle East. When China and Iran know that they can do things like target Americans and will only retaliate 4 out of 83 times, or that we won't take down a Chinese spy balloon when we have a chance over our territorial waters, it only emboldens them to act more aggressively, to put more Americans at risk, to imperil our interests. What we need to do is stand up to these provocations and make it clear that they are lying. We will not allow them to cross.
These are the Keystone cops in charge. This is worse than I ever dreamed. Lastly, the Russian took out our drone, cost us millions of dollars. And you found out yesterday that we have now altered our flight path in order not to aggravate the Russians?
This is just a third example of the kind of appeasement we're talking about, Brian. I repeatedly asked Secretary Austin if we had changed the airspace in which we were flying these drones over the Black Sea. He repeatedly dodged the question. I take that as an admission that we have altered it. Remember, Secretary Austin has also canceled multiple ballistic missile tests over the last year because he didn't want to provoke Russia. These tests are known, they're scheduled far in advance, they're notified to Russia. But at every turn, Russia, Iran, China, Joe Biden is scared of his own shadow. That weakness only emboldens our adversaries and risks even more provocative actions.
We've had secretaries of defenses that would be too bold and too experienced to take any of this. He just seems to be totally incompetent, General Austin, and we're all in trouble because of it. Thanks for your pointed question, Senator Tom Cotton. Thank you.
Thank you.